Afternoon, guys. I'm here today with the first video series, topic being Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. This game's a lot of fun. I really enjoy it. The reason being I enjoy it so much is I enjoy working with cars, I enjoy troubleshooting, and currently I'm away from my car and troubleshooting my car, which obviously is a Firebird. So it's kind of fun to play this video game because it's realistic. It gives me something to do in the meantime. But on this channel, we're going to focus on a couple different topics. One, we're going to try to keep it with cars. So we're going to do a few how-to videos with my car. If something breaks on it, stuff, I'll do a tutorial on how to fix it. A few other videos with the Firebird, driving, and we'll do a few cinematic videos with it. Video games, of course. 3 different video games we're mainly going to focus on. Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. We might do some 2017. We'll do Forza 7 Motorsports and another game, War Thunder. Kind of off the topic of cars. Still a very fun game I enjoy playing. So let's get started. So we spawn our little shop here. This is a level 1 shop. This is the first shop you get. It's really small, and as you progress through the game, you get to upgrade it. So we'll as the series goes on, we'll expand the shop. So right out of the gate, you get a toolbox. This is where you can upgrade skill points. You can see I already have a few. I did a little bit this morning. So we'll say faster in screwing. Actually, I really want that. I'm not gonna lie. Upgrade the screwing of things, and I will upgrade faster installing and removing parts. There we go. So these 2 upgrades. You also get a wheel balancer. The way this works, and I can say in real life it works about the same way. You put the wheel on here. This comes down, spins it, tells you what needs balancing, and then you also have these little weights right here. And I don't know if you can tell, but those are little tiny weights right there. You can snap off and you insert along the edge of the wheel and where the tire, the rubber part goes, and you balance it. You've got a tire changer. I don't know if it's really called a tire changer in real life, but obviously it does what you think it does. It separates the rim or the wheel from the actual tire itself, or it puts the tire back on the actual wheel. You've got let's see, a phone. So this is how you get orders. Actually, we're gonna do this order right here. We'll start with that one. I enjoy doing the ones that are blue. A lot more money, and they're kind of a story mission. So, and the cars don't look as bad. They're not as in bad of shape. So, actually, I say that, and no, this one's in pretty bad shape. I could never drive a car that had rust all over it. I couldn't do it. You get your rack of here, or your hoist. So your control box here, and you have an oil drain for draining oil, an engine stand, another toolbox for upgrading your points, and a computer for ordering parts. So let's go and get started on this vehicle over here. Does this work? No. Okay. This would be used for dropping a transmission out of the bottom of a vehicle, but it's non-functional, it looks like. So, all right. With this vehicle, Roadmaster 1234. That's what they call me on the internet. I'm master behind a steering wheel in games. Now I got a real machine. I'll show those disbelievers what I can do on a real road. So please do something with these rims because they slow me down. Oh, I think something is not right with the engine. It makes a strange banging noise. Take care. Alright. So he's complaining of rims slowing him down. I'm starting to see why he has some disbelievers here. Because rims really don't help you make you go faster. You can do weight reduction with different rims, but it's not like they increase horsepower or anything. And he's complaining of a strange banging noise. So, go ahead and have a quick look. So one, I can tell you his timing system is a little screwy. He's got a bad idle roller. His belt tensioners not doing so well. Let's see how are his filters. His fuel filter looks good. Let's check his air filter. I don't believe that can be associated with the banging noise. Unless it's a backfire. If you have a dirty air filter, that can cause a backfire. So let's take a look. We'll see what's going on here. Remove this. I can tell you, I think that's supposed to simulate dirt. That's not the cleanest air filter, but definitely not the worst. 69%. So, it definitely not enough to create a backfire. But let's go ahead and get belt tensioner. Let's see what it's at. 11%, so the belt tensioner was bad. The serpentine belt is bad. Second serpentine belt is bad. Got an idle roller here, which is definitely bad. It's probably like 10%. Yep, 10%. Remove the water pump to gain access to the timing case, or the timing cover. Here. Now, you would not be able to remove this without removing this. Reason being is you have bolts going right here, right here. So I don't know why it's not showing the bolts there, but that's because I see what I see. Okay. Timing belt off. Timing belt 69%, so those are good. And those are good. So I don't believe the camshaft is in major need of anything. But, well, you know what, we'll go and double check the camshafts. They're not hard to get to. Take off your ignition coils. Take out the spark plugs. Spark plug 70%, 69%. 69%. And we'll remove the engine head cover. So, I believe this engine is it's a 4-cylinder, so it's inline 4, or straight 4. Camshafts are just fine. They don't look very clean. But they're not in terrible condition. So I have faith that they're in decent condition. However, he complained of a banging noise. My next thought possibly being internal, such as a piston. The piston's hitting the top of the head. So we're going to go ahead and move this vehicle over to the car lifter. And we're going to begin digging into this motor a little bit more. So here we'll take off the... Actually, no, we're going to inspect the bottom side of the motor first. Reason being, we'll give this guy a free oil change, and we will get to. You know what? I think it's the rims. Those are the other parts that did say you wanted the rims done. So go ahead and take this off. Do a star pattern, both off and on, to make sure that the tire goes on evenly. Let's see if that was it. Yep, rim classic. Yep, so these last 4 should be rims. So we'll do a star pattern. Nope, not that one. This one, and over to this one, and over to this one. You do it to make sure the tire goes off and on easily. Now, for the sake of the game, I really don't think it makes a big deal. It's not a big difference. And I've definitely not done the star pattern before when I've changed my own tires. And I haven't had a wheel go off down the freeway yet. Trust me, I'm sure it'll happen. I've had all sorts of crazy things happen with my car. Let's just say the car was not cared for properly. Alright, sprinkler. That's cool. Okay, so they have a functional spring bowler for separating springs. That's pretty cool. We're going to go over here to the tire changer, and we're going to separate the parts. I'm going to separate the tire from the wheel. So, yep, just like that. Animation does a decent job of showing the process. So that little metal lip just catches right there on the wheel and goes under the tire and just pulls up as the whole thing rotates to pull apart. go ahead and separate parts. There we go. So we're going to be able to reuse the rubber. We just need to get different rims on there. So what kind of rims are these? These are Classic 6. So we'll go ahead and run over here and we'll buy new rims from the computer. Rim shop. And it was Classic Rim 6. These were definitely them. Oh, we need the size in ET. Okay. Well, go to open inventory. All right. 205 ET of 0. That's a 205 by 45 regular 17. Okay. So we're going to buy rim 6 for size 17 ET 0. Purchase. $160 for rims. Actually, the price is... No, you're not going to get a rim for $20. That price is very unrealistic. You are not going to get a rim for $20. End of story. I mean, you might be able to get one out of a junkyard. I don't even think you're going to get one out of a junkyard for $20. So that's a bit low. At least when I worked in auto body, the rims were going for like 100 to 200, easily $300 each. So no, you're not going to get a rim for $200 for $20. But let's go back over here. I think we've discovered all the parts. Oh no, we're still missing one part that I haven't discovered. It's going to be one small thing. Just watch. Separate those two. Yes. Alright, we're going to go ahead and try and troubleshoot over here. So we're going to put the car up on the lifter. He's complaining of a banging noise. That doesn't look very good condition here. So we'll go ahead and do this mode, and we'll go and use inspect. So we'll inspect. That's a decent shape. That's a decent shape. That's a decent shape. I don't think that there's not an issue with any of that. No, it's just used. Alright, well, we'll come back to that. Let's go and get this tire changer done. Separate parts. Boom, done. Alright. Back to this guy. So we're going to drain the oil, and we're going to look on the bottom side in the where the crankshaft is. Reason being is you might have a crankshaft bearing that's worn. Crankshaft might be bad. But if you've got one of the crankshaft bearings bad, or if you have a conrod, the conrod cap, which connects the conrod and piston to the base of the crankshaft, one of those is bad. That would cause the connecting arm, or the conrod, of the piston to move a little bit, creating a banging noise. So we'll use equipment, we'll drain the oil. That's some clean looking oil. I'm not going to lie, that is some very clean looking oil. And we'll go ahead and move equipment. Like that. Let's go ahead and drop this oil pan. So the reason you drop the oil pan is you can get a look at inside, obviously at the underside of each of those. So so pistons aren't looking great. Crankshaft not looking great, but we will find out if they are damaged. Oh, there we go. No, good, 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 good. Come over here, we'll inspect this one. So it's good, and we will inspect the conrod as well. Alright, so nothing on the underside over here. Which, alright. Well, we'll go ahead and a banging noise might also be the transmission. I'm not gonna lie. It could also be the transmission, but I don't think it is in this case. Car overview. I'm pretty sure it's a part of the timing system. So we'll go ahead and drop the car back down to get a better view of the motor bay. Come over here, take the tire off of the tire changer, and we're going to install parts. Rim and that. Install, yes. And you're going to watch, it's going to push the rubber back onto the rim, or the wheel. We'll push push the tire back to the wheel. You'll then take it, and you'll bring it over here to this wheel balancer, where you will balance the wheel. Yes. And we'll watch that work too. So it automatically does it for you. The computer screen doesn't come on, so I wish that it had that detail. But essentially spins it, and then that's when you would add weight so to make sure it didn't wobble or anything. But we'll take that. There we go. So that's how those work. We'll install another one. Yes. Alright, let's come over here and try and figure out what's going on with this engine. Alright. Oh, what's battery? Battery's 7%. Battery's fine. So let's just take a look around back here, see if we can find anything. Fuel filter looks good. Oil filter looks decent. There it is. That's what it was. The radiator fan housing. So it must have been the fan, hitting on the shrouding or something. So there we go. We figured out all the issues, and the dude gets a free oil change out of it. He doesn't seem like the sharpest tool in the shed, so it's more for the sake of the car. I guarantee he would not change the oil on his own, so it's for the sake of this poor thing, because it's about to get abused. I'm going to take that tire, install another rim, and our last one. Yes. Move over here and start balancing these tires. Done. Alright, and we will take. So go over here and check our shopping list so far. So we've got the forum. So we need a serpentine belt A, B, idle roller A, belt tensioner, and a radiator fan housing. So go over here to the main shop. Here we go. Serpentine belt A, serpentine belt Bravo or B, serpentine belt B, idle roller A, the radiator housing fan. Was it B or was it A? I think it was A. Probably should double check though. That was dumb. This is one of those moments where you take the part back to O'Reilly's, and I apologize for buying the wrong part. Where is it at? Radiator hand housing, so the regular one. We got the correct part. That's good. Alright, let's run over here. Go ahead and put the radiator fan housing back on. Oh, I have to accessible from the end of the day. Alright. Assemble. One, put the fan housing back. Oh, it was the fan that was bad too. Of course it was. Go back over here to the fan, and we will. That's puzzling. I think it's this one. I hope it's that one. It better be that one. Alright. We're trying not to go back to O'Reilly's and have to give them their parts back. Alright, yes. Alright, that's in. That's looking good. Head cover back on. Go and bolt this in. Oh, that's not how you bolt that in. So, to bolt these in, you go from the outside to the inside. Like that. And then you do it on the opposite side. Outside to the inside. Opposite side. Outside to the inside. Inside. Outside to the inside. That is how you would do it on a real vehicle. And go and replace the spark plugs. So go and finish off the ignition coils. Then we're going to move to the timing cover and all the idle rollers and stuff. So we got this timing belt in here is fine. We want to replace the timing cover. Go and bolt it on. 1, 2. Again, sticking with a cross pattern for equal distribution of pressure. And of course, you would torque those down. Each of these would have a 2-spec torque. And actually, there would be. No, there would not be oil in the timing cover. There would not be. I'm thinking the crankcase. So, on older vehicles, you would have oil in there because it's a timing chain. instead of a timing belt. But go and put that on. Go and put the serpentine belt B on, and I'm going to replace the serpentine belt A. I'm going to put on the belt tensioner. I forgot to buy the belt tensioner. Dang it. Go back to O'Reilly's and tell them you forgot to buy a part. I've definitely done this multiple times. Belt tensioner. The thing that's nice about this game is also, if you notice how rusty those parts are, I guarantee in real life you would be sitting there with WD-40 for a hot minute trying to get those rusty parts off. So it makes it a lot easier, which is a lot nicer. Makes things a lot more enjoyable. Not gonna lie, when you're trying to work on a car and you have a time limit, you're trying to get done with this project, it's almost nighttime and you think you're almost done and you're trying to put one last part back in, or take one last part off to replace it, and it doesn't want to go on. That's a rough day. That is a really rough day. Working on cars becomes very unfun at that point when nothing wants to work how it's supposed to. So, go and balance this guy. We're going to go and lift it up on the lifter. Place the oil pan as we decided. Nothing on the underside was bad. And we'll give him an oil change anyway, so it all worked out. Not gonna lie, this would be a pain in real life too. This just drops out and kind of goes right through this exhaust pipe. This would be terrible. That's the way it is on the Firebird. Except you've got two exhaust heads running right off. You've got a sway bar, and then you've got the actual frame of the vehicle right there. So these are you cannot take it off. It's terrible to try to take off on the Trans Am. So we'll put that back on. Now go and replace the tires. Put this one back on, starting in a starfish pattern. Now you don't actually want to torque them down all the way. In real life, you don't want to torque them down all the way. You want to go almost in, but leave room just to get everything set. And then once it's all on there, then you go and continue in a starfish pattern and finish tightening them all down and torquing them to spec. So, I want to say torquing them to spec, I mean torquing them down to the correct specifications. Historically, you would use a torque wrench. It gives you a reading as to how much torque you're applying. And with tires, it's a little bit more important, obviously, to make sure your tire doesn't fall off when you go down the freeway. And then with parts like intake manifolds, major parts of the engine where you don't want leaks. Because even a minuscule air leak can make a motor run very inefficiently, if that at all. One balance this last tire over here. Go ahead and drop it down as well. So we can put the last tire on. They're off the ground. So we can put the last tire on. And we're going to give this man some oil. I think it's 15 seconds of holding. So 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, I just spilled. So 14 seconds. Oops, I just spilled oil everywhere. Which is not good. In real life, you would definitely want to clean that up. So as soon as you turn the motor on, it starts running and getting hot. You're going to have a James Bond smoke screen as you go down the freeway. You know what else causes James Bond smoke screens down the freeway? When you blow an upper radiator hose. I've definitely done that as well. That was a fun trip. Yeah, we were up in the mountains too. I blew an upper radiator hose. And that's one thing. On the Firebird. Firebird was definitely abused with previous owners, so it has an overheating issue, which hopefully we fixed because I just had the whole motor and stuff rebuilt on it. New camshaft, new new water pump, new timing chain, all that other fun stuff, courtesy of a good friend and a school here in town. So. And we'll do a video on the Trans Am when I can get back to that car. So, here we are. Car status. Everything's repaired. Job bonus, task bonus. So we're getting $1,286 from this. Oh, 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 oh. Right. Definitely forgot to put the air filter back. Put this on. Go ahead and put that on. That might give us some more money too. That looked awfully low, I'm not gonna lie. Do that. One more clip. And done. Alright, let's try this again. That's 1,286. Alright, so we're not getting much more money out of it. But there we go. Oh, and we got a case from it. So let's go ahead and open the cases and see what we got. And that will close it off for this session. So, case content. What was in it? Looks like an exhaust manifold. Looks like, is that ABS? And ignition module. No, it was a throttle body. Throttle body and a fuel rail. That was the first case. Let's go ahead and open the second case up and find out what we got from the second case. So that looks like a differential. Looks like a camshaft and an alternator. So, oh, front drive axle. So a differential goes on a rear-wheel drive vehicle. That goes on the front. Camshaft, yep, and an alternator. Yep. So, alright guys, with that, I hope you enjoy the video, and stay tuned for more videos. Thank you guys.